Too clear, I'll do it. Alright, go for it.
What is code 4? Where's on a 44 Victor at 801 Royal Parkway?
Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
I'm Officer Leonard Metro. We're just wondering what you were doing here.
I don't answer questions.
Okay, why not?
I have a right not to.
Okay, well look,
Amendment.
You do. Let me explain a few things, okay? I'm a police officer.
All right.
Okay. This is my area, this is my zone. I'm here all the time.
Yeah,
okay?
Hermitage.
Yes. And I'm here in this particular parking lot quite often, and I just don't usually see a Jeep here.
Uh-huh.
And I was just wondering what you're doing, because it's weird to me there's a Jeep here that's usually not here. That's why I'm making contact with you.
I'm not...
If you're not doing anything wrong, we got nothing to worry about.
I'm not obligated to help you with your investigation.
You are obligated to talk to me as a police officer.
The fact that this only got more ridiculous, I'm talking about 27 minutes and 58 seconds worth of absolute moronic cop ignorance, man. You got to see it to believe it. I don't think I'm going to play the whole 27 minutes, guys. I don't even want to. You guys got to go over there to Reba Aldis and check her out, man. I just seen she just dropped some new content. Hope that isn't too loud. The other day too. And you got to go on her channel, check out the whole video, man. She deserves the credit and the views anyway. But this is ridiculous, man. This guy told so many lies in this interrogation, because that's all it was. All he does is ask a bunch of questions while he plays the friendly rescuer hero that's not trying to lock you up while he tries to get you to help him lock you up. She handled this spectacularly. We're going to watch a little bit of it. I'm definitely leaving the link in the description. And we're going to talk more about it on the end. I took notes for this, man. Trailhand Bill, live from South Florida, man. Let's see what we got.
If you're not doing anything wrong, we got nothing to worry about.
I'm not obligated to help you with your investigation.
You are obligated to talk to me as a police officer. Okay? I have the right to ask you simple questions, such as,
you do.
What are you doing here?
I have a right to refuse to answer them.
Okay.
Thank you.
Then I have a right to ask for your ID.
For what reason?
Because you're refusing to cooperate with me.
So you want to do something punitive to me?
Nope.
You want to punish me?
I just want to figure out who you are.
On video,
I
right?
didn't.
You just told me that.
Nope.
You said because I didn't want to do what you wanted, that's you were going to punish me.
I did not. Those are your words, not mine.
That's exactly what happened.
You know, this goes a lot easier if we just are nice with each other.
It would be. Why don't you leave me alone? I'm not doing anything wrong.
So then tell me what you are doing here.
It's none of your business.
Do you work here?
It really is not any of your business.
Do you have anything to do with this building?
I'm not breaking a law.
Okay.
Now, you can do your investigation, but I'm not going to aid you in it. Period.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, you do understand that because you're here, I have no idea who you are and why you're here.
You don't need to.
I have the right to detain you.
I'm on private property. Well, detained is the same as arrested, so what am I arrested for?
It's not the same. Detained just means you can't leave.
Basically,
nope.
It is.
You don't go in handcuffs and you're detained.
What am I detained for? What crime?
Because you're refusing to cooperate with me right now. And you have
I don't have to. I don't have to communicate with you. I don't have to cooperate with you.
Man, just tell me what you're doing here.
That's all this is about. That's all this is about. It's none of your business.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then let me see your driver's license.
For what cause?
Because I don't.
Because I don't answer your questions.
Because I have a reason.
So you want my driver's license?
I have a reason to believe that you are here. You're not supposed to be here.
What?
That is what's called reasonable suspicion.
What's the reason? Because I'm in a parking lot.
Yes.
So
and you are normally not here.
You can go in any private parking lot and harass people.
That's not what I'm doing.
That's exactly what you're doing.
Those are your words, not mine.
And you're pouting because you're not getting your way.
I'm not pouting.
So you're going for my ID like a...
I have a right to ask for anyone's ID I come in contact with.
You can ask anything.
Okay. Can you step out of the car for me?
For what?
You're not going to be placed in handcuffs, but you are being detained.
For what?
I would feel more comfortable if you stepped out of the car. Okay?
For what?
Step out of the car.
You're not going to arrest me, so
I'm
why
not
do I
going to
need to get out of the car?
I need you to get out of the car.
For what reason?
So we can have a conversation.
Please get your supervisor.
We need to have a conversation.
We need to talk to your supervisor.
And we can make that happen.
Get your supervisor. Please call your supervisor.
I will do that once you hand me your ID. I'll make that deal with you.
Please call your supervisor.
Ma'am, I need to know who you are.
Please call your supervisor.
Is this person here related with you? Why are you being so difficult with me?
not difficult. I'm not obligated to do your investigation. I don't care about your investigation. I'm sitting here trying to be in a parking lot, and you're f***ing with me.
I'm not. Have I told you anything wrong? Have I told you anything bad? Have I said anything? Everything that's bad has happened from your words, not mine. Hey, Moss. Is he with her?
Yeah.
Hey, sir. I'm Officer Leonard. Me and my partner were in body cameras. Look, she's being extremely difficult with me. I'm just trying to have a conversation with her, okay?
I can't help it.
Look, let me just tell you why we're here. This is my area, okay? There's usually not a car parked here, and I just wanted to speak with her and figure out what she was here, why she's here. That's all it's about.
Okay.
And she's refusing to answer my questions.
I'm here every night, midnight at 1 o'clock.
Okay, do you clean the building?
No, I'm here to pick this shit up and this right here and carry it to Knoxville.
Okay.
Every night. Been doing this for 5 years.
Okay. Do you guys look? I have no reason to believe that you're not telling me the truth. Okay. All I need.
I promise you, I just unlocked that door with this key.
You have a key for the building?
Yeah. I
Perfect.
Just went in and got my shit.
Okay.
This is my job.
Okay. And
Some
again,
people have a job.
thank you. I believe you. I do too. Now, understand from my point of view, just being the zone officer, I'm here all the time. I normally don't see a car parked here. It was just a little bit weird. That's called what we call reasonable suspicion in my job, okay? When I have that, I have the right to talk to people, ask a couple questions, figure out what's going on, and as long as everything checks out, we all go on our way. That's all this is.
We don't have to answer a single
You
question
do.
that you
You are
ask.
wrong.
No, we don't have to answer your questions.
You do.
No.
As a police officer, I have that authority.
You can ask me anything you want, but I'm not obliged to tell you anything.
Okay. Do you have your ID on you? Can I please have it? Okay. Sir, do you know who she is? Is she with you?
Yeah, she's my sister.
Please do not.
Okay. I'm going to hang on to this until I get hers. So the sooner she gives me her ID, the sooner we can all be on our way.
I ain't done nothing.
What's your suspicion now? So he's explained everything to you, so what are your suspicions about me?
As a police officer, when I'm on a call and I have reasonable suspicion, I have the right to ID everyone I'm talking to.
I don't have to ID
Let me explain everything and stop interrupting me.
Unless you charge me with a separate crime, you cannot get me for failure to ID because it's none of your business.
The longer you interrupt me, the longer we're going to be here. All right?
Don't talk to me like I'm a child.
Well, then don't act like one.
I'm not.
Here we go. Again, ready? I have his ID. Because I have reasonable suspicion to talk to you, I need your ID. The sooner you give it to me, the sooner we can all be on our way. That's all this is.
Call your supervisor.
Okay, give me your ID and I will.
Can you call your supervisor, please? What's your name, badge number? Employee
This is
number?
Officer Moss. He's training.
asking him.
He is training.
Thank you.
Officer Moss, 40111.
Thank you.
Are you
Can
guys
you
sovereign
please call your
citizens or something?
supervisor?
Is that what this is?
Soft shit, not
Sovereign
not,
citizens.
Not bowing to
Is
your
that what
will
this is?
does not make somebody a soft citizen.
Okay.
That's my job.
And I believe you. Do you know why she's being so difficult with me?
I have no idea.
Okay, all I need is her ID. That's
It's none
it.
of your business.
Ma'am, what's your ID? Where is it? Okay. 17, Charles. Can you start me one more car? 28 Tennessee Tag Boy, Nora Queen, 7683. Tell me who that comes back to. Sir, look, I'm being reasonable here. I'm not trying to get anybody hemmed up for anything. I just need to get her ID. That's all it is. That's all it is. You've been cooperative. I appreciate that. Coach who's fine. He's got a lady who's maybe a sovereign citizen over here.
What's your definition of a sovereign citizen?
Sovereign citizen is someone who just doesn't cooperate with police. They don't think they have to. They
Okay.
think rules and laws don't apply to them.
They do. I don't know why you think I'm a soft sit.
Okay, look. Can you give me your ID?
No.
Why not?
It's none of your business.
It is my business.
It's an overreach.
It's not
of
an
your
overreach.
Power when you don't have any suspicion that I've committed a crime. This
Go
has
ahead.
become 100% your ego.
It's not.
This is all your ego.
Can you verify that? Ma'am, you understand that it's my policy of my department to identify anybody I come in
I don't care
contact
about
with.
policy. I care about law.
So the policy follows law,
I don't have to abide by your department's policies. I
which
go by
follows
law.
the state
I
laws.
go by the law.
Okay.
And the law is I don't have to ID to you. Your policy doesn't mean shit to me.
Ma'am, you do understand that if you refuse to ID yourself, I have to take you to jail.
If you want to arrest me for a separate crime, you can arrest me that as a secondary charge. But it's not a charge in itself.
There's no charge initially. We're just having an encounter with you just to see what's going on. And if you would just give me your ID, I could ID you and get you out of here. Not yet, because you haven't given me your ID.
I have asked over and over for a supervisor.
You've asked me twice.
That's what they're for.
You've asked me twice.
I asked you too. Will you call a supervisor?
We'll call one in just a minute, okay?
We'll call one in just a second.
We're gonna get
job to do regardless.
And the longer she doesn't give me her ID, the longer you're not gonna do your job.
I'm gonna go do my job. That's my job.
Let me run your ID, okay? We're going to, while we do this, we're gonna TLO her. We'll find her that way.
Hey, kick this up her?
She can't hear us.
Go ahead, man.
Boy, no, Queen.
Bridget, need more cars out there for that 75?
7683.
It's looking like it's going to be a command.
Todd Harrison.
Team 4, I'll head out there with you on that 2-4.
You ever dealt with one of these people before?
We'll hit up
You ever dealt with someone like this
Start
before? No. Okay. He doesn't have any history here. He's got one incident. I'm going to run him his DL and TBI, just make sure he's good to go. And the longer she doesn't give me her ID, the longer you're not going to do your job.
Bruh says sovereign citizen is someone who thinks the rules and the laws do not apply to him, to them. Y'all ever have like conversations or even a relationship with somebody like that? Like they could perfectly describe what was wrong and somehow magically miss that they were describing themselves and their own behavior the entire time. This man literally kidnapped that man and told him, you know, I'm not setting you free until she gives up her rights. We need to give Miss Reba a slow clap, man, for how she handled this coward, man. To me, this was, you know, there are a few artists that stick out in my mind. There's one with the kid. He's walking down the street and he flips a cop off. Now, I'm not saying whether I agree with that or not. That's another conversation. But me, I'm American, so I agree with our rights as American citizens. And that does extend to kids, obviously. So that one always sticks out in my mind because he handled that cop so elegantly and eloquently, and he was just a kid. And this one right here, she you know, I'm going to talk more about this later, but she definitely, man, Miss Reba, shout out to you. You know, I would love to shake your hand, young lady. I think it's clear what we have here, man. We have a road control freak. We're definitely going to talk a little bit more about him. He thinks he owns the land. He thinks because he's a cop he can make people speak with him. He doesn't even allow his trainee to speak. He won't let him say his name. He won't let him answer questions. I don't know if you ever trained anybody before. If you ever managed people. If you have, I'm pretty sure you readily identified that as a horrible training strategy. I think one of the first things we got to do is we got to understand how the law works, how litigation defines things. And I'm not professing to be any type of expert attorney or legal counsel. I wouldn't, because it's not true, and I'm not a government agent, so I don't make a habit out of lying for nothing. But I do know a little bit, and I do also know that the information is available for us all to get. The reason I'm saying that now, one, I hear a lot of people talking about Terry stops, and I think people have that misunderstood. It's not just that a cop can come and pat you down for his safety or her safety. That's not how it works. And in this particular instance, this cop keeps citing reasonable doubt. Now, I'm going to challenge you to do something, man. Try to find any type of code, statute, or you know, city, state, federal, anything about Tennessee having a reasonable doubt law on the books. If you put that into your search engine, the only thing that you're going to do is probably be surprised, like me, when you find out Tennessee residents don't have to have car insurance to drive. You're not going to find anything about reasonable doubt. Therefore, it is basically left up to what it usually is, an officer's discretion, but still on the books. You know what I mean? Litigation. When you go into a courtroom, what they're going to be looking for is anything that would make a reasonable person assume something criminal. I mean, a foul was afoot, right? And in this case, it would have to be criminally a foul, not just a foul. So what in the hell was that lady doing? From the moment we watched you walk up to her and we heard you You know, guys, I'm going to link the entire video down there so you can watch it. Like I said, but we heard you detail what led you there and why you were there and why you were fiending for ID. What did she do to make you think that that was criminal activity afoot, sir? We watched everything, and she was a much better government agent than you were, and a much better man than every man out there. I'm going to talk about that too. But guys, it's not that just that they can suspect or they can have. There's a reason that he only kept saying reasonable doubt. I mean, I'm sorry, reasonable suspicion, because there's more to that. Of what, sir? You could suspect her of being a millionaire. You could suspect her of being one of the Rockefellers. Like, what are we talking about here? And there's a reason that he didn't go further into that, guys. And I just want to put that out there before I get further into the video and forget it. No, they can't just throw these terms in the air. Miss Reba knew it, and she knew it. I'm sorry. That's that country boy coming out of me. Miss Reba knew it. And that's why she schooled this law enforcement agent, this domestic terrorist, this DT, for 27 minutes, 36 or 37 seconds, non-stop. She was on his ass, and I'm so proud of you. Let me tell you what I got from this video, man. First and foremost, absolute ridiculousness at its best, man. I want you to count how many times she initially asked for a supervisor, because I'm going to bring that back up. And I wish I would have put that at the beginning of the video, so it kind of makes no sense now, but if you watch it again on her channel, which I think you should, count how many times she initially asked for a supervisor, right? It starts with him wanting her to be nice, air quotes, and possibly help him find her guilty of some type of crime. And it nosedive from there, man. Very damn expeditiously. Because right after telling her she has a right to not answer his questions when she reminded him of the First Amendment, at the very beginning of the interaction, he tells her he's detaining her for not cooperating, sir. So what the hell is going on here? You got the reasonable suspicion time, the thing going on. We already covered that. I don't have to go back in there again, man. But then he tells her, like, yo, I need you to step out of the car, man. My initial impression of this video, man, I promise you, because I watched it 2 or 3 times always when I'm profiling cases, videos, instances, and then the editing process, man. My initial impression was, that's why I'm not changing the title. This dude is lonely as hell, bro. He is lonely as hell. He told her to step out of the car so they can have a conversation they were already having. Yeah, already held this woman's time and attention hostage. Then you begin to hold her physical person hostage. And then you needed her to step out of the car to have a conversation y'all were already having that she clearly wasn't interested in at all, sir. It wasn't consensual. And even when it became a legal thing, she told you, I'm invoking I don't have to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you, several times, just like she asked for a supervisor. Hey, Google, play Boys the Men, 4 seasons of loneliness for this lonely ass dude, man. I need you to step out of the car. Why? So we can talk, man. You need a girlfriend or something, homie. We gotta find this dude some friends, man. Listen, never get out of the car with a cop at night alone. You know what I mean? Some people would say women don't do it. No, I don't give a damn who you are. Tell him or her, you'll get out of the damn car when the supervisor is on the scene. Not another officer, a supervisor is on the scene. And I'm telling you, this is my advice to you. It ain't legal. It's just kind of common sense to me. Then you call 911. Hopefully, we're going to say this again. If you're recording all this and you tell them you are alone with a cop at night and you don't mind getting out, because that's why they go, you got to get out for his or her safety. No, I don't want to get out until the supervisor is here for my safety. You call 911 and you tell them that. Make sure you're recording everything. And if you are feeling froggy and you want to get out on your own without anybody else or supervisor being present, just make sure you're recording, but not just recording. Always record on live. You know they would take your devices. They will break them. They will hold them and say they're part of an investigation. They can't get them back. They would delete your footage, your pictures, everything. Be smart, guys. And also, while you're recording live, make sure you get your location. This is at night. You can do this anytime, but I'm specifically saying at night with a cop and it's just you and her or him. Get your location, you get that name and that badge number and unit number, the patrol unit number on cam. And if they won't say it verbally and out loud, you say it. You do that the first thing. It may sound like I'm being extra, man, but listen, I'm a huge true crime fan. A lot of people are. Just Google along with a cop at night. I'm not sure what you would have to Google, but I've seen and heard of plenty of heartbreaking cases where cops took advantage of their positions, at night in murderous ways. So, but let's get back to Buddy, man. He walks up on a stranger, kidnaps their freedom of movement illegally, gets schooled the whole damn time as he should. But if you ask him, he's the only nice guy in the situation. And right before he proceeded to kidnap another civilian who has nothing to do with his unlawful fishing expedition. As if the lady who asked for a supervisor I'm gonna tell you how many, 6 times. 6 times. 6 times she asked for your damn supervisor within a minute of you approaching her, sir. And you acted like none of that had damn happened, man. Then you walk up to your second kidnap victim, and right before you kidnap him for no reason at all, you cop-explain how reasonable you trying to be. I want to know what the hell kind of drug they got in Tennessee, man. Y'all are up there arresting people for being sober, and now you got this weeded out cop. And when I say weed, I ain't talking marijuana, because he's clearly on something much more treacherous, and brain boggling, brain destroying. I don't even know what kind of adjective to use. He on some shit. But y'all got all kind of crazy stuff going on up there, man. And then you act like you're the night. You really the whole time you went up to this guy, hey man, I'm being reasonable. You tell her, hey man, why are you being so unreasonable? You tell your supervisor, your partner, hey man, I'm just trying to idea and make sure. Then you go to, we're gonna talk about all that, man. You fake appropriate people kill me. And that's why I said we gotta give Miss Reba a slow clap. She wasn't trying to be a society's definition of appropriate. First she started out real, I'm telling you, the way she handled this from beginning to end. She only made one mistake. I'm gonna end the video with that. But the way she handled this from beginning to end, man, was just impeccable, man. She tried to be polite to you. You tried to overstep your boundaries and usurp more authority than you have, and she put your ass in check. How she felt like she wanted to put you in check. Damn how you feel about it. Damn societal appropriateness. You came to me with this foolishness. I'm going to show you what foolishness gets over here. And I love that, because there's so many times these appropriate people try to create boundaries for how we have to respond to their bullshit. Now, I'm going to respond to your bullshit the way people respond to bullshit. Do you just let your feces, when you use the bathroom, I'm sorry to be vulgar, tell you how to dispose of it? Hell no, you get rid of it the best way you see. All right, I'm gonna calm down, man. Hey, I'm here to treat you like I never want anybody to treat my loved ones. And I'm also here with clearly criminal intent. And if you don't cooperate and acquiesce to my unlawful demands, I have to assume you're a criminal and arrest you. And this makes sense, right? This is his mindset. This is what he's walking up to these strangers who don't know him from a can of paint and saying, you know, one of my next videos is going to be about this assistant chief. I'll give you one guess where he's from or where he's employed at right now after getting kicked out of multiple agencies. Tennessee. I can't make this up. He said, literally, assistant chief out there in Tennessee, when he sees a circumstance with no suspicious activity whatsoever, he finds that suspicious. Do I need to say that again to you? This cop right here in Nashville says, I'm going to walk up to law-abiding citizens and tell them, I'm here to treat you like property. I'm here to treat you like I never let anyone treat my wife or kids. And I'm also here with clearly criminal intent. And if you don't cooperate with my investigation and locking your ass up for doing nothing, then you must be a criminal. Boy, once again, I submit to you, what the hell kind of drugs y'all doing up there in Tennessee? And then her brother, man. Sir, you just voluntarily handed yourself over to a kidnapper, sir. You just volunteered to be kidnapped, sir. And then when this crazy ass cop, this crazy ass DT asks you, do you understand his methods, his intents, his strategy? The first damn thing you say out of your mouth, sir, is yes. Let me tell you guys something else, man. Never understand cops. That's the first thing they want you to do. Agree that what they're saying and doing is right. No, sir. I don't agree, sir. I don't get to commit violent crimes and go home. I don't get to break laws and call other people the bad guys. I don't get fired from my job and still get paid to sit at home, financed by taxpayer sweat and crowd funds organized by deaf, dumb, and lame gang member supporters and prospects. Do I need to go on? What in the hell could me, you, and any of my compatriots or compatriots, or however you say that word, my fellow Americans, have in common with your gang member ass, sir? We don't have those type of privileges. No, I don't understand, Barney. Any more damn questions? I don't understand you, the life you live, or the lies that you always telling and that you told this impeccably on your ass lady for damn near 30 minutes. Reba is way too solid for her brother to have just sat there and folded like that to so much broadcasted egotistical ignorance. The only thing that cop said the entire 27 minutes is he has a right to answer questions and that he's a cop. Only two damn things he said right. He just doesn't seem to realize that don't make him God, because this is my territory, so you got to answer to me and you have to talk to me because I'm a cop. And no, you can't ask my partner his name. He's in training. I'll tell you who he is. No, he can't answer any questions. But being a police don't make your ass God, and from what you displayed, don't even make your ass common sense. You really believe your profession mean everybody got an answer to you? Your arrogance, you demanding and aggressive, you fake bully, you fake, see, you one of them fake appropriate cowards the whole time. You know, I'm no good guy here. Man, listen, this was so hard to watch, especially once the brother gets involved and he start being a cooperating witnesses, even on his damn self. He started telling on himself. It was nothing to tell, but he started telling it. And then the cop keep talking about this reasonable suspicion. This is why I said it at the beginning, so I don't forget to say it. But of what, bruh? You never said of what? What do you suspect her of? Being God? Being the founder of the earth? Being Satan? Being a great person? What the hell are we suspecting here, sir? You kept saying reasonable suspicion. Of what? That's not how the law works. You're supposed to be Mr. Know Everything. What the hell is going on here? And then, you know, I had this timestamps. I just didn't want to bore you guys with that, but I left a couple of them in here like this. At 7:47, around that timestamp, he say he's being reasonable and not trying to get anyone hemmed up for anything. As you go back to your damn car and violate both of their rights, looking to arrest them, sir. That's all you've been trying to do from the 1 second mark from the time you got out of their car is to hem them up, sir. Even after you knew what the hell they was there for and it was proven beyond a reasonable doubt, your ass was still trying to hem not only her, but the gentleman up too, sir. What the hell do you mean you're not trying to get anybody jammed up? You just a liar. You a conniving, narcissistic, DT ass liar, man. And then at 8:36, you told her when she said, I don't give a damn about your policies. I follow law. She, man, listen, man. Reba, are you married? I'm a young black man. Got a whole lot going on in life, but damn, you turned me on with this, man. I don't give a damn about your policy, man. I follow the law. I'm gonna just call that man a name. I'm gonna mention something else later, but you know, the cop, the DT said, policy, follow law, sir. So you've displayed your policies at this point for 8 minutes, and the video goes on for almost 20 more. Ms. Reba is right, sir. We don't care anything about your demands of self-fulfilling goodwill, pseudo goodwill. We obey the laws, man. And your policies, she has to talk to you. She has to answer your questions. Exercising her rights is not being nice. And no IDing means you have to take her to jail, even though you repeatedly mentioned that she's committed no crimes. Sir, your policies are, for lack of a better term, bullshit. And I definitely want to know what laws allow you to kidnap citizens until other citizens comply. Your partner is a liar because he later said she committed a crime after 20 minutes of the main terrorist, that being you, sir, UDT, number one, assuring her and everybody watching and listening that she had committed no crime, even though you still seem to think you have a reason to lock her up. I mean, the whole shit makes no sense. You really don't, though. I think that's just part of your bully tactic because not once did you ever try to lock her up. Even when you asked her to get out of the car and she didn't seem to, which we know, we hope those laws change soon, but we do have to get out of vehicles when cops ask us to. It probably stung you more that you were dealing with the woman and she was putting your ass in check. But bro, she called it right out, man. Your ego couldn't take the fact that somebody wasn't bowing to you. You know what I'm saying? And we definitely got to check your domestic violence history, because I don't even accuse men of stuff like this because women lie about it so much. But you definitely were showing signs of all the signs of an abuser. And I had hope for his partner, man. I did initially because he seemed like he was hesitant to go along with the ignorance. Like I say, until he jumped out of the window and accused her of committing a crime. After the DT who escalated the situation had repeatedly once again said she didn't. You know, all that lying cops do. Y'all still suck at it, man. Y'all even went to the car. Y'all could get a lie together then, bro. So I don't know, you know, DT2, you know what I mean, sir, the quiet one who I had some hope for at first. I don't know if you're just ignorant or you just a blue line thug. But I do know that her brother is why I don't trust people, man. And the other cops are how I know it's mostly us against them, because not one of them stopped the main gang leader from lying to and trying to manipulate and bully this thugged out lady. You know what I mean? Y'all some fake gangsters. She was thugged out for real. And not even your gang leader tried to stop you. We're going to talk about that too. But what follows, man, all of this in the video, I do hope you guys go and watch it. You know, they air quotes have a secret call to the supervisor while they hide out in the car. And they literally did it like it makes them invisible. This could have been a scene out of Police Academy too. He told his supervisor, he told them, the lady and her brother, he said, no, my supervisor's just gonna agree with me. And at that point, I was like, nah, bro, you've said and done so much stupid stuff at this point. Nobody on the command staff is gonna agree with that foolishness. Even if they sweep it under the rug, how they tell you to tighten up and get back on track, they're not gonna agree with you. That's what I'm thinking, because he's been so stupid to this point. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I might be as ignorant as these government thugs for thinking that, man. I might be as ignorant as these government thugs for thinking that, man. He got on the phone and he told the supervisor everything, exactly what happened with that. Hey, I'm just doing my job. You know, the nicest prom king turned Hitler resurrected out here, violating rights. And for some reason, she won't fall in line and she want to talk to you. You know, Sarge, I need you to help me. I always find it funny how they act eternally tough and eternally powerless, depending on which filter benefits their BS in the situation they in. Because he even told the supervisor the man had a legitimate reason to be there and they weren't breaking any laws, but he still had reasonable suspicion. Watch this now, that she was doing something. Literally, go watch the video. His words, not mine. Literally. They're not breaking any laws. He's already proven he got a right to be here. But I got reasonable suspicion that she's doing something. That's what he said. He told his command staff the Sarge she was being difficult. But bro, you stalking these people. You're going out of your way to find a crime in or on them after admitting that they're handling legitimate business. Who's being criminal and weird here? That's what you initially told us. Weird. You parked up. Nigga, you the only one being weird. I happen to know, I'm sorry, ain't no shot at Tennessee, but Tennessee is a violent place. Look up the information yourself. Look up the data. It's hard to believe this is how law enforcement is wasting our tax dollars, man. This went on for way too long. And after telling your sergeant she wouldn't answer your questions, like that's illegal, he ended the call, y'all. That's what he did. He ended the call, and the incompetent sergeant who made me look as stupid as these cops look, just told him, man, try to fix it, and if I need to come out there, I will. And he then backdoored the cop systems that we pay for, using her brother's volunteered information, and found out who she was. He even called a sergeant and told him, hey, Sarge, you ain't got to come, Sarge. Look at what I did. And hey, boy, hey, it's born here, and look at what I did. Head ass, boy. 15 minutes to even contact a supervisor who was pointless anyway. You were right. Got to give you that. That's the third thing you said was right. You said he's going to agree with you. And she had to ask you sick. Never mind. I remember you said you only heard her ask 2 times. She asked 1,000, but through all that blue line ignorance, clouding your judgment, you only heard 2. It's so much incompetence, man, in the Tennessee government thug agents up there, man. You could cut it with a country song. You got an unhinged DT who can't accept the fact that his chosen profession, you chose this job, Negro, set the stage. That job that you chose set the stage for you to get bitched, because that's what happened, by a woman who was more man than everybody out there that day. And you got bitched by protected American freedoms. And ain't a damn thing you can do about it. That's why you backload your system. The only thing that you could do, it's illegal. You violated their, never mind. But you knew they'd let you get away with that. But you couldn't do nothing about her, her. And then her being there. This is the kicker for me, guys. Go watch the video. I'm telling you, there's so much context missing, but I didn't want to play her entire video. I wanted you guys to go watch it. She was literally out there helping her brother because it was y'all heard him say it's his job. He couldn't drive. All of this came out in the video. She was there helping him. This lonely cop escalated a perfectly American evening, which I wish I knew what his malfunction was, man. I just know I had a few crude jokes to describe him, but I said earlier, I said I'm gonna mention this again when I started to say something. I had some jokes, but God stopped me, literally. Bro, your sister is out there helping you because you can't drive, and the first thing you do is sell her and yourself out to these known murderers. He's one of those dangerous good Americans, good Americans. They'll get you and themselves killed to not cause any trouble, just get it over with. Just, go along, man. What's wrong with it? They literally get you killed. And then you got Mr. Lonely Ass parading around acting tough, trying to bully a woman for 30 minutes, man. And she bullied your ass. You kidnapped a man who had nothing to do with it and hold him for ransom. That pissed me off so much. Soon as she give me, I'm gonna keep it. You ain't going back to work till she. Boy, God bless you, fam. You tried that shit with the right one, man. You stole her info and still don't know it's you who violating the law, sir. You report it to your sergeant, who unsurprisingly, well, surprising to me, but unsurprisingly probably anybody with common sense, he don't give no damn about none of this illegal stuff you're doing, about none of the constitutional and criminal statute violations, and we know why. They're blue line thugs. And after all of this, his position is that he's the good guy. He's not trying to punish her because unlawful detainment and threats of arrest are nowhere near punitive, guys. I despise cops, bro. They definitely earn the hate. Yo, wait till y'all hear this man scream, I need her ID, I know it sounds like I'm exaggerating. Just wait.
Man, just tell me what you're doing here. That's all this is about.
It's none of your business.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then let me see your driver's license.
For what cause?
Because I
don't answer your questions.
Because I have a reason.
So you want my driver's license?
I have a reason to believe that you are here. You're not supposed to be here.
What?
That is what's called reasonable suspicion.
What's the reason? Because I'm in a parking lot.
Yes.
So
and you are normally not
go
here.
into any private parking lot and harass people.
That's not what I'm doing.
That's exactly what you're doing.
Those are your words, not mine.
And you're pouting because you're not getting your way.
I'm not pouting.
So you're going for my ID like a
Thank you if you made it this far. If you liked the video, feel free to hit that thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it. If you care to go a little further than that, maybe even subscribe, hit the notification bell. Check out a few of the other videos on the channel. Either way, y'all be safe.
Citizens or something? Is that what this is?
Sovereign
citizen.
Not bowing to
Is
your
that what
will
this is?
does not make somebody a sovereign citizen.
Okay.
I don't know why you think I'm a sovereign citizen.
Okay, look. Can you give me your ID?
No.
Why not?
It's none of your business.
It is my business.
It's an overreach.
It's not an overreach.
Power when you don't have any suspicion that I've committed a crime. This has become 100% your ego.
It's not.
This is all your ego.
Look, I'm not trying to cause any trouble. I don't usually see a car here, and I need her ID. That's all it is. I got to get her ID. I encourage you to look up the statute about that.
I encourage you to.
Whenever you leave.
You're the one that's supposed to know.
And I do know.
Then you're either lying to me or you're ignorant to it.
Okay.
You choose which one looks.
You can
best
believe
to
whatever
you.
you want.
All right. He didn't scream. But he still said it like a dope fiend. I gotta get her ID. I just need her ID. I got a new mic, guys. If I heard some audio issues, we gotta work that out. I'll figure out how to use it, man. If he didn't scream, but I guarantee you, if they would have put a GPS track on him that night and seen where his exact location was, it would have said clearly out of his damn league.